Welcome back, 3rd through 4th grade. We're going to begin with Sniglet, Carplunk. I love this. This is when carplunk is a verb. It means to keep pulling on the car door handle while someone is trying to unlock it. I am sure that you have done this before. My kids do this all the time. I do this all the time. You pull on the door handle and they push on the button and it locks as you do it. So this is a good one. You can use it this week. Say, Mom, I carplunked. When you unlocked the door, I was pulling on the door handle and it just kept locking. All right, our Shakespeare quotation of the day is mum's the word. Mum's the word. The idea is that someone is not going to say anything. Mum means to keep your lips together like an M. So in other words, nobody's going to get a secret out of you. Mum's the word. Keep a secret. Shh. That's from Henry VI. And that's kind of a silly one. All right. Our Proverbs for today is Proverbs 16:24. It says, pleasant words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the bones. You know, scientists today tell us that honey is one of the most nutritious foods. It can sustain a human for, I think, a few days, just a small amount, because it has so much compact energy. And it's very good for us. It doesn't spoil easily. It's one of the most life-sustaining foods we have. And the neat thing is it's free. We don't have to produce it. The bees produce it for us. And so it's a picture of a gift that is life-giving. So pleasant words are compared to this. And I should add, not only is it nutritious and not only is it doesn't spoil easily and it's free, but it's sweet. I mean, how many nutritious foods are tasty and sweet like honey? I mean, when you add honey to tea or coffee or bread, it just takes it to the next level. Most of the nutritious foods you probably think of are vegetables, but not honey. So pleasant words are like a honeycomb. They're sweet to the soul and they're healthy to the bones. So what a picture of how pleasant words can be. Are your words that way? Are they sweet to the soul and healthy to the person you're speaking to? Now, the lesson today is about fables. So we're going to learn about fables. Now, we've been talking about good writing, and a fable is a kind of genre. Genre just means a category that has special rules for it. So the special rules for fables, most people don't write fables today. Most people, when they think of fables, they think of Aesop's fables or Aesop. And he lived many years ago. We think he's associated with Greece. He may not have originally been born as a Greek man, but his stories were collected and later published. And so, of course, they weren't originally in English, but many of his stories you know about today. You've probably heard about the tortoise and the hare. You've probably heard about the ant and the grasshopper, or the boy who cried wolf. Many of these are stories from Aesop. And so the interesting thing about these stories, the rules that they follow, is each story, very short, teaches one lesson. Sometimes stories can teach many lessons or have layers of lessons, but fables teach one moral or one lesson. And it's normally stated at the end. Also, the main characters are usually animals. Sometimes there's a human involved, but normally it's two animals pitted against each other. And most of these animals, you'll notice from Aesop's fables, are animals that would have been found in the area around Greece, around the Mediterranean. So you'll notice that some of the animals that we might have here that they don't have there are not used in his fables. But many of them are the same animals we have. And they usually don't have names. They're usually just referred to as tortoise or hare or fox or ant. And that is how the story's told. So I'm going to read you a short one. And then I'm going to give you the moral at the end. I'm going to read you the ant and the grasshopper. One frosty autumn day, an ant was busily storing away some of the kernels of wheat which he had gathered during the summer to tide him over the coming winter. A grasshopper, half perishing from hunger, came limping by. Perceiving what the industrious ant was doing, he asked for a morsel from the ant's store to save his life. "What were you doing all during the summer while I was busy harvesting?" inquired the ant. "Oh," replied the grasshopper, "I was not idle. I was singing and chirping all day long." "Well," said the ant, smiling grimly as he locked his granary door, "since you sang all summer, it looks as though you would have to dance all winter." The application or the moral is, it is thrifty to prepare today for the wants of tomorrow. So the moral is work now so you can enjoy later. Don't party now. So what I would like for you to do for your homework is I want you to write your own fable. So include at least two animals that could be found in your backyard or your neighborhood. So we began this with one of my kids, and she is writing about cat and copperhead because that's what we have near us. And then she's going to pick one lesson and tell the story and then teach the lesson. So for each of you students, this homework assignment will be worth 5 points, okay? 1 for following the instructions of writing a fable, including at least 2 animals that are in your backyard or neighborhood, and teaching a lesson for your fable and turning it in on time. That's 5 points. So work hard and make this a really exciting story. If you are a parent, these are the 5 things you're going to look for. And then, of course, students and parents look for making sure that each letter is capitalized at the beginning of the sentences and that the correct punctuation is used. And whether it's written or typed, it needs to be neat and legible. And if you find a word that is misspelled, just circle it and write spelling 5 times. Now, if there are numerous words, overwhelmingly, like too many words that need spelling help, then just pick a few so that it's not overwhelming. And parents, as you grade, you mark as many things as you want. I recommend sticking with 10 things so that the revision is also not overwhelming. So enjoy. I hope you come up with a great story.